Hey guys, I just wanted to put out this little video just to show you one of the things that we have been able to do and to see if it's something that might also interest you or if it sparks some ideas to see what else we can do for you. We always do like a challenge, and anything to do with forms and sheets combined tends to get my heart racing. I love it. So I'll just run you through this one first. So what we've done here is you can select the employee name. Now we've just got employee one, as the person who is considering using this is not actually doesn't yet have any employees. So we've just put employee one, but the name can also be changed. So employee email, we'll just pop anything in. Pay period starting on the 22nd, let's say, and then we enter our hours as work. So let's say we work from 9:30 till 12, 8:30 till 1:30, 7:30 to 12:30. We're just making stuff up as we go here. Gosh, I'd hate to have such an erratic week, but that's okay. I'm sure some people would love it. So enter the time spent on lunch break. So Monday, we'll say was half an hour. Tuesday, half an hour. Wednesday, we didn't have a lunch break. Thursday, we went for an hour. And Friday, we had 45 minutes. So was annual leave or sick leave used during this week? We will say yes. We used some sick leave. Let's say on Monday, we had 2 hours of sick leave. I understand these are not full-time hours because I have not done them that way. It's more just a log in, log off kind of a thing. So if we submit that, then it automatically goes into this spreadsheet. So this particular page will run you through all of the submissions from the forms. So they will all accumulate here. These pages, anything that's form responses, I always say just don't touch it. Just leave it alone. Just let it do its thing. It's all good. So you'll notice that you've got the edit submission link at the end here so that you can actually go in and amend something. Now, there are options. So if you want your employees to have the capability to, they can actually edit it from the thank you screen. So if they've submitted it, they can edit it through there. I can also make it so that emails are automatically sent to yourself and or the employee, which can also include an edit submission link. Now, if you duck over into this one and look at the submissions, you'll have to forgive it because it can be a little bit overwhelming at first. But what you'll see is the pay period starting, and then you'll see the days of the week and the total hours that were worked, whether or not any annual leave was used, and whether or not any sick leave was used. So as you can see, we've got the 2 hours of sick leave showing for Monday on the submission that we've just put through. These are all test submissions too, by the way, so that don't actually think that anyone's doing, what was it, 63-hour weeks. No one's being held to that, I promise. But yeah, so it gives you the opportunity just to have a look over and to accumulate all of the information. So we can figure out how many hours worked on Monday by subtracting the time taken for the lunch break. So because we've got all of that information over here, we can use it to do all kinds of calculations. Now, then we can add them all up at the end and figure out the total amount of hours worked. Also, whether or not annual leave was used and sick leave as well. Now, if we jump over onto this page, which is the summary page, the grey spots, as you can see, I leave notes and stuff everywhere so people can tell what it is that they are actually supposed to do if they have any job to do there, or why I've done something a certain or particular way. But the grey areas will actually, that's where the client would need to input something if they have not provided me with that information. So the award name, just to keep it in here, and the award information, we'll go hourly rate, we've just input as $30. We'll say it's 25, and you'll see these adjust each time I do that. So let's give him a pay rise now. He's on $35. So now his annual leave and his sick leave has changed in value. Now, standard hours per week, 38, pretty standard in Australia, so that's fine. Average hours per week. So what this does is it calculates the amount of hours that have been recorded for this employee and divides the amount of hours that he's worked into those weeks. So all up, he's worked 224 hours for 6 weeks, which gives him a 37-hour average week, which when you consider the 63-hour work week, he must have it pretty good aside from that. So coming back over here, what you'll notice is that I've actually got the total annual leave built up, annual leave hours used, annual leave hours remaining, and the cash value of the allowance owed. Now, this does take into effect the pay loading as well. So you know exactly how much actual cash needs to be stashed aside for this employee. That cash is the employee's, whether you're still holding on to it or not. So you need to keep that aside. Of course, sick leave works a little bit differently if the employee does resign employment with the company or anything like that. The sick leave is foregone. It doesn't go with them, but the annual leave does. So you do need to hold on to that. And I mean, it's good practice anyway. Keep the sick leave aside, because if your employee ever actually needs it, then you've got it there. So sick leave hours built up, sick leave hours used, and the total hours remaining. Now, this is not the only thing that these kinds of sheets can do. The possibilities are completely endless. If I wanted to then make another sheet, then we could actually put together a pay slip as well for this particular employee. If we get more employees on, then we can make it so that the forms are spread between who the employee actually is. So obviously, instead of employee name, we're going to have Bob Brown and Lucy Lou and whoever else. So then we can separate them between those names as well and come up with individual summary slips and then individual pay slips. And all you would have to do would be copy paste that information over into the summary sheet wherever we set it up for you. And then it would automate a pay slip. So there are a lot of potential things that you can actually achieve with these kinds of setups. Anything that works with form integration and integrates within the spreadsheets, you're kind of limitless because you can do so much. But look, I mean, if something has come to your mind, or if you are, may feel inspired or something by even just what you've seen here or by something else, just get in touch. We are more than happy to have a go at anything. If we just know straight out we can't do it, we'll tell you that too. So we like to be really honest about it. If there's anything that we can help you with, or if you've got any questions at all, get in touch. You know where we are, so you can catch us on 67607-234, or you can find us at www.assistmy.biz. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the little preview here, and I'll drop some more later on for you so you can have a look at other things as well. Thank you.